Egyptian masses who are protesting a 30-year-old regime of repression and oppression of the Egyptian will. A Mubarak regime which has marginalized Egypt and brought Egypt to an all-time low. The great people of Egypt has awakened from its stupor and is declaring no more to the regime of repression, injustice, corruption, nepotism, and cronyism. Yes to the will of the people. Yes to the power of the people. Yes to independence. Yes to people's freedom and its right to elect its leaders and self-determine its present and future. Our government in Washington has a choice between the regime of Mubarak and that of the Egyptian people, and we are gathered here today to say that we choose the will of the Egyptian people. Long live the will of the Egyptian people. Long live justice. Long live freedom. Long live democracy.
I'd like to call Mr. Kevin Clark from the International Solidarity Movement.
Thank you. Before I left the apartment today, I was listening to WBBM radio. They said there would be 600 of us. I think they better come out and do a head count because they're dead off the mark. Give yourselves a hand. We came out and we're standing in solidarity with our brothers and sisters across Egypt that are fighting for the right to be free. I work on the issue of Palestine solidarity most of the time. But today, and when we do that, we have a saying. We are all Palestinians. Today, we are all Egyptians. All of us. I'm going to make this short because I know we're crunched for time. I also work with the U.S. Vote to Gaza Committee. If you all recall, last May, the Gaza Freedom Flotilla left Europe to break the siege on Gaza. On May 31st, Israel attacked the Turkish ship and murdered 9 of the volunteers that were on that vessel. But the movement will continue. Gaza Freedom Flotilla 2 will be leaving in this spring. And I'm very happy to say there will be a U.S. boat to Gaza with all U.S. citizens on that boat to break the siege on Gaza. I'm going to close by saluting all of you, and remember, Mubarak will fall.
Next, I'd like to call Andy Thayer from the Chicago Coalition Against War and Racism.
Thank you, Rod. I'll keep this very brief. When Hosni Mubarak is overthrown, it will be a victory not just for the Egyptian people, it will be a victory for people around the world. When Hosni Mubarak is overthrown, it will be a victory for the Palestinian people because the illegal blockade of Gaza will be over. Victory for the people in the United States as well. We are sick and tired of the hypocrisy of the Obama administration, which is supporting the #2 recipient of military aid in the world, Hosni Mubarak. We know from the WikiLeaks revelations that when this administration says is in favor of democracy, it does things like support the overthrow of the elected government of Honduras. So we do not believe you, President Obama, when you say you are in favor of democracy in Egypt, because we know better. We will stand in solidarity with the people of Egypt and the entire Middle East to the end of the day, the freeing of the people of Gaza and the West Bank, the people in Iraq and Afghanistan. No more dictatorship!
No more dictatorship.